I'm Trinesha Catrell, and this is the first live for the very first Love Yourself event. So as we get started here, we're going to do some meet and greets, and we're going to go ahead and get started in a few minutes. So I'm going to put it on mute and allow people to come in, and then we'll go ahead and go through the agenda for today. Alright, it's about that time. So on the agenda for today, we're going to go through the introduction, go around the room, everyone gives an introduction of the reason why they decided to come to this event, and then we'll go through my testimony, my story. So some of the people who did their meet and greet, or some of the people who had talked about the first Love Yourself brand or the first Love Yourself event, have said that it's very helpful for them because they felt like they were alone. When they learned about First Love Yourself, they realized that they didn't have to go through the healing process by themselves. They didn't have to be the only one struggling to get over it, struggling to move on with their life, struggling to start to love themselves. And so if you are here watching this video in the room, wherever else, I need you to realize that you are not alone, that it's going to be a process. I know a lot of people like to say it's easy, just get over it. But sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes you have to take the time to give it over it. You have to give yourself the grace to get over it. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. So my name is Trinesha Catrell, for those of you that don't know, and maybe are new to following me. And a long time ago, I had kind of lost myself. I was in this long-term relationship, and I got into a relationship because I felt like that was going to be the thing that completed me. I stayed in it because I wanted to prove to other people that they were wrong. I needed them to know that I could make good decisions. I needed the old bullies from middle school to see that I was strong enough and good enough to be able to be accepted and be with this man. And if you're trying to find fulfillment in any person, place, or thing, know that nothing will fulfill you like God. I didn't know that back then, and I really reached my wits' end, and I turned to God as I was in my lowest point of my life, the pivot point, the turning point. And I turned to God and I said, God, help me, I need you. And as I lay there on the cold, hard bathroom floor, crying my eyes out, like bawling, like ugly crying, God helped me. He gave me strength that I never knew that I had inside of me, lifted me up from the ground, and gave me everything that I needed to heal. He pointed me to first the Sarah Jakes Roberts Get Up, Girl Get Up video, and it poured into me when I had nothing left. God gave me strength at first, and then directed me towards things that really could contribute and change me into the person that He intended for me to be. It was so difficult at the beginning because, sometimes when you feel alone, it feels like it's too hard to move on with your life. It feels like it's too hard to do the things that you need to do in life, but nothing is too hard for God. And as He did that, He started to show me other videos. He started to show me books, different things that I can do to become a better person. He he got me hip to Tony Gaskins Jr. and the 3 B's. And for those of you that don't know, it's the brains, the brand, and the body. Every day you focus on doing those 3 things, and I like to call it mind, body, and soul. Making sure your mental health is there, because it's nothing worse than selling your soul for anything. It's nothing worse than having your mental health go away to try to please anybody else. Your mental health is so important, and it's important for you to not snoop down to someone else's level, to not try to go back and forth with someone. It's important for you to remain integrity, and that's what I learned from TG Jr. is to remain a lady, to remain having integrity, to learn to really truly love yourself. A lot of the times we make bad decisions in our life because we don't know how to love ourselves. We like to pretend like, oh, I'm good, I can do everything, I don't need nobody else, all of this stuff. We like to pretend like we're so independent that we don't need anyone. But even the Bible says it's horrible, it's not good for man to be alone. God knew that we would need each other, and we do. But that does not mean that that person becomes your everything. That means that you allow people to be brought in your life by God to be a blessing to you. So as I started to pour into myself doing the 3 B's every day, I started to get stronger and stronger. I thought I would never, ever, ever get over this ex. Never get over the thing the person that did me wrong. Never get over the old friend. Never get over any of the things that happened to me in life. But God can give you strength in your weakness that you never knew that you had inside of you ever. And so as I started to pour into myself, I started to forget about those other people. I had to forgive myself and give myself grace and say, I forgive those people for the things that they've done in the past, and it's okay that they did it. Maybe they've been hurt. Maybe they went through things. And sometimes it's either not about you, it's something that they're struggling with that has to do with someone totally different, or you have done something offensive. And if you care about the person, you figure out what it is so that you can rectify the situation. Now, when it comes to you, you have to give yourself grace. You're not going to do everything perfect the first time. And extending that grace to yourself will help you heal. Sometimes the reason why we get stuck and we can't move forward is because we don't give ourselves enough grace. We don't focus on ourselves. We focus on everybody else. Well, this person at 36 is married with 2 kids. Why am I not married with 2 kids? This person has stayed with their high school sweetheart. Why didn't I stay with my high school sweetheart? This person has kids. I don't have kids. Whatever the thing is, comparison is a thief of joy, says Teddy Roosevelt. You have to know that your life is good enough. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. It doesn't matter what anyone else does. It matters what you do. You have to continue to focus on becoming a better person. And one of the best ways to do that is going to be in the free PDF below. It's the 5 R's that will help you remove toxic things from your life, remembering to keep important people in your life, and all the other things that are important. And if that's not enough, my book will definitely help you not feel alone. It's a non-judgment book, a book that tells you of all the flaws that I've had in my life. I'm completely vulnerable, and I want it to serve you and to help you be able to move on in your life so that you could be the person that God intended for you to be. You could do this. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you if you remember to love yourself. Bye.